playing more Touhou games. I didn't see this coming. Anyway, hey there, people of the internet world, it's Kibatu, and we're not really playing a game, we're gonna be replaying a game, because we're watching a replay. Fantastic. Anyway, this is just a replay of Touhou 6 itself, and to anybody that doesn't know about Touhou in general, which probably, by this point, it's probably very, very little in the online community, but just in case you're all completely new and don't know what the hell's going on with this game, Touhou 6 is basically a shooter game that's originally from Japan, but it's online and it's in English. Yay! There's about 13 games, 5 of them are from PC98, which are pretty hard to come by. Well, not really pretty hard to come by, but they're like... They take certain things to run, I guess. I haven't run one myself, but yeah. Anyway, Touhou 6, though, it's sort of the Windows era, and the Windows era is where all of Touhou itself is pretty much at. There are characters that are from PC98, but they're like gone due to crap. That's pretty much all I can say about that one. But let's explain what this Touhou game is all about. If you're new, Touhou in general is about girls shooting bullets. That's pretty much it. There's a little more conveyance to that, but yeah. Anyway, Touhou 6, though, it has its own story, just like every other Touhou game out there. The story here is that there's a red mist surrounding all of Gensokyo, which is where they live, and you, as the hero, either as Marissa or Reimu, have to go out and find out who's spreading all this mist and get rid of it and stop it. Blech. I'm not doing this as professionally as I'd like to. But not professionalism. I'm not professional at all, so just go with it. Bleh. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Touhou 6 in general, like I said, you have to go out and find who's spreading the mist around. And as a Touhou game, it's all bullet hell. That's the proper term for it, I guess, is bullet hell. But there's a wide variety of characters, 2 of which are playable right here, Marissa and Reimu. Marissa... yeah, this is Marissa B. You have to choose choices when you choose characters. It's Reimu A, Reimu B, and Marissa A and Marissa B. They both have their own shot types, depending on which one you want, being different challenges and strategy. For Marissa B, it's mainly just stay under the opponent and shoot, especially when you're using lasers, since the lasers themselves are the main way of damaging your opponent and enemies. Bleh. But there's a whole variety of characters in this Touhou games, and yeah, that's pretty much all. I am not professionally prepared for this, but I'm not a professional, so bleh. Blah 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 blah. Okay, moving on then. This is on hard difficulty, so this is not for any normal player to play on. And normal itself would probably be considered hard too for most players, but I'm not an average player, so yay. I'm on hard mode, I'm better than you. I'm better than all of you. No, please don't unsubscribe for that, please. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much a story in front of new people. If you want to look it up, look it up. There's plenty of places where you can look up information, alright? So, there you go. Anyway, though, I guess while watching this replay, I guess I can go ahead and just say some things. What do I say, though? Man, this is not good. All I did was just say, hey, let's record something, and hey, let's record a replay. But I don't know what to really say all that much, so bleh, I'm still not prepared. Oh well. I guess what I can say now is that I am still recording here. I'm still here doing stuff. I'm mainly just playing these type of games that I normally wasn't able to play, since they were on the computer that wasn't running at all. But since it's being more, what's the word for, favorable with me, and it actually runs a bit, I'm actually able to play some of these games. So I thought since I'm able to play these games, I might as well record a little bit. And what's better way to record than just record games that I've already played through. This one I just kind of now finished since I was working on this for a little while, ever since my computer started being more favorable. I guess that is the word for it, I'm not too sure. But yeah. But in the meantime though, I'm still waiting on more questions for the Q&A. If you haven't seen that yet, go to the last video I've uploaded and just ask a question, please. Because I want more questions. I want to answer something here. I want to make a video for a reason, guys. Come on! Work with me! And how typical for that, right at the end of a spell card. Oh well, what can you do? Anyway though, I guess in the meantime I'll just go ahead and just talk about something here. What do I talk about? Again, no professional. I need some type of planning here before I start doing these things because I don't have anything to say. What is wrong with me? Shoot, what do I say? Oh, crap. Man, I'm bad at this. Well, I guess the first thing I can say is that, while playing through this, I actually went and got all the spell cards, seen at least, so I know what they're all like. So, the only reason I did that though is because Pacholi, stage 4 boss Pacholi, she has so many freaking spell cards. I mean, she has 2 for each shot type, and then she switches around 1 or 2 of the spell cards for whoever and whenever. I don't know if it's specified as to which one she uses it on, but, what can you do? But, anyway, I'm just trying to think here, I just don't know what to say. But anyway, yeah, I went and played through all this as remove A, remove B, reset A and B, because I wanted all the spell cards and yada yada yada. And I think what I'm going to do as a little bit of an extra part later on is that I'm going to go ahead and just record all the spell cards, since there's, I mean, like, you can go through a playthrough and still not see all the cards, and that's kind of old, in my opinion. Whether I'll actually be doing good on those cards, that's another thing that's not specified. That's what I am though, is just record just to record, not to be good or anything. But what can you do? Oh, what else is there to say? Crap. Again, nothing. Oh, I am so horrible at this. I don't know what else is there. Crap. Shoot. Maybe I should ask Cal for advice on what to say, because I got nothing. And he, as much as he speaks, he just goes, yeah, blah, 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 never take a breath and talk. How do you do it, man? How do you do it? I wanted to run up to her, but I was like, don't touch her, don't touch her. I didn't know if it was safe enough to actually touch her or not, but I wasn't one to risk it. But anyway, the thing about this playthrough though is that during all the way to stage 5, I actually did a lot better than I thought I was going to. At least better than usual, I should say, since I have not been doing well lately when I'm playing through this. And I could have done a normal playthrough, but I gotta do something special. I wanted to prove I can play hard mode. As hard as it is. There's just a few games though I just can't do hard, though. One of which being Boshi. I know I showed that off during one of the update videos, but no. That was not me playing hard on. I did the totally normal mode. No, it was totally average. Totally average. Totally average. But, yeah, I want to show that I'm decent at games, at least. I don't want to show that I'm just playing games just to play games. I have some pride. I'm not horrible. I want to show that I'm not horrible at games. That's all I'm really wanting to do at the moment. Just prove I can play, I'm not just here just to be here. I have some degree of skill. Now, I know it's not important to have skill to play the game, since if you play the game for fun, then yeah, it's good for you. But it helps to show that you can actually do something, and not just... I mean, you can play the game for fun, and fine, yeah, but if you don't have a degree of skill to it, then you have trouble playing the game, let alone actually, like, beating the game. So, to me, playing games, it's all about having as much fun as you can, but having to make sure you can learn to play. If you can learn to play properly and learn how to play with some proper skill, then you're set. You're able to have some fun. And that also means replaying the same game over and over again, just so you have some skill. In this case, this game, because I have played hard a couple of times before, I'm like, just end it already. I don't want to keep doing this. And yeah, near that end there, I was like mashing the bomb button right at the end there, because I was like, get these bullets off me! But I had no bombs, so I had to rely on skill, and one luck skill helped me through. As for Patchouli Stage, the Magical Library, I'm still not 100% sure how to handle everything. I know there are some things you can do to some enemies that, yeah, you can just dodge them easily. Like this point here, you're just streaming most of the bullets. And another strategy I had is like make him shoot all the way to the left and then go to the right, and vice versa. But sometimes that doesn't work. And sometimes the other strategy doesn't work. So what can you do? But I guess in a degree, though, it's... Man, what am I even saying anymore? I completely forgot what topic I was on. Man, I'm bad at this! It would probably help if I actually wrote some of this down. Well. But to me, this game is not too hard, but you do need some form of skill to actually do anything about it. And some practice does not help. But me being the stubborn jerk I am, I'm not the type to use continues and finish this. Because in this game, you have to actually like fully beat the game, whether you use continues or not, to be able to practice. Like, you can go through stage 1 through 5, and yeah, that's fine, but if you can't beat stage 6, you can't play it at all. Like, you can't practice it. Like, the only way you can practice is to beat it, and then practice it. Which, to me, is really silly, considering. But I guess in a sense, you can always play on easy, and then just practice hard mode. But I don't think that's what it does in this one, because you can actually choose difficulty and then choose a character and then choose a shot type. So in that sense, you have to play it on hard and then be able to beat it on hard, whether you use difficult continuous or not. Yeah. So like, I don't know. To me, that just seems really bullshit on how to practice. Like, you can't get any better at it unless you actually beat it. And the only other way to get better at it is to literally go through the whole entire game again, and again, and again. So you could be, like, really good, but if you keep failing at stage 6 at the very end, then you're stuck. Like, you cannot beat stage 6, so you can't practice it, so you're stuck. So all you can do then is just keep practicing at it. And here I go, repeating myself again. And here is what should be my favorite character in the whole entire series, hands down. I think this was decided ever since I first found out about Touhou, because when I looked into Pacholi here, she, like I said earlier, maybe, I don't remember if I said it or not exactly, but Anyway, the thing about Pacholi is that she has a spell card for everything. She has all these variety of attacks, and she's able to do a lot. As sickly as she is, she's able to do quite a bit. And it amazes me that just a little girl here that's... Well, she's not little, she's kind of... I think she's 100, but it looks like 16, 17, 18... I hope 18. Anyway... Either way, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, Pacholi has always been my favorite, and probably will remain my favorite, just because of the fact that she can do so much, but even when she's sick, like she stayed and studied the what's the word I'm looking for? She stayed in the library almost all her life, and yet she's still strong enough to do all this, even though staying in the library kind of made her, like, kind of hard to see, and can't really go outside because of all the dust and everything. Can't really exercise. Like, she can be as weak as possible, physically, but mentally and spell card wise, she is a beast. I mean, she's the first boss you see that has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First one is have 5 spell cards, and that's not even all of her spell cards. Like, she has way more spell cards than this, and you have to. And the only way to see them all is to play through the entire game as all the shot types. So, in that sense, you have to beat her in every way, in every shape and form, just so you can actually, like, know what she's fully capable of beating her. So, I don't know. To me, Pacholi is one of the strongest people things, whatever. One of the strongest in Gensokyo, in Touhou, whatever. And I can go on and on about this, but this is Touhou 6, not Touhou Pacholi. So, yeah. But Stage 5. Stage 5 is where difficulty decides to be jerkish. And I say jerkish with a passion, because this stage, this is where it's gonna be like, yeah, you need to be good at this now. Otherwise, you're not gonna get far. The stage itself isn't too bad, but once you get to her, then you might be shoot out of luck. Shoot out of luck, yes. Shoot your bullets out of all the luck you got. Wouldn't that make an interesting character? A character that shoots bullets out of luck. That'd be interesting at least. But either way. But yeah, another thing about Touhou 6 is that it seems to be the most memorable out of every single Touhou. Not mainly because of the fact that it's like the first one, but also because the characters themselves are like the first one to be shown off, and to me they're all memorable in their own right. But I don't know, Touhou 6 to me feels like it has all the characters that everybody remembers. Maybe because it's the first game they played, maybe it's because the characters are like the only ones that are memorable. I don't know. I don't really know. But that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it feels like to me. Is that 6 is the most popular one. It's not the favorite, it's not the best of the best of the best, but it is the most popular. It's like everybody knows 6 more than any other game. At least to me, that's what it feels like. And to me, I don't blame them because I do love 6. Though 8 has been pretty good. I haven't played too much of that one though. I haven't played too much 9, actually, now that I think about it. 9 kicked my sorry butt when I first played that game. Ugh. I couldn't do hard, I couldn't do expert, I couldn't do normal even, without dying once. And all 9 is battle. It's not even regular Touhou, it's just a battle type of thing. I don't know. But another thing that might be... Hey, look at the ground. There's actually a window. I knew there were windows in this mission. Somebody told me there wasn't really any windows at all. Boy, you were wrong about the game itself. Not to use it. But, what was I getting at? Shoot. What was I talking about? Crap. Crap. I don't know. I guess I'll just move along then and just pray to God that this works. Like that sure didn't. What's it say? Crap. Some of the spell cards here, though, are pretty damn difficult as well. Sakuya herself seems to have the most difficult cards. At least some of them. I don't think she has the most difficult card ever, or every single difficult card. But she definitely has some of the harder cards that you really need all the luck and all the skill you have to really capture her spell cards. And dodge her regular cards as well. Speaking of Sakuya, like, should I? I guess I'm not as well. Like, let me ask this. I know the Touhou popularity poll popped in, and I don't think Sakuya won that, but who to you seems to be the most popular character in the Touhou series? Like, is it Sakuya herself? Is it Marissa? Is it Rand? Is it Cory? God forbid it's Cory. Shit. But, like, what do y'all think? Like, do you think maybe Sakuya should have the top spot? Or maybe somebody else should have the top spot? Somebody is a lot more better than her in some form, I guess? Like, what do y'all think? To me, Sakuya, I can see why Sakuya is the character in some senses. Like, she's soft-side, she throws knives, she's a reference to Dio Brando. I don't know. To me, though, Sakuya isn't the one, but she definitely is one of the top 10. Just due to who she is, what she's referencing, what she's doing. Plus, she's a maid, and I know another friend that loves her just because she's a maid. I don't think that person is much of experience. Oh, sorry. But, yeah, I guess. Oh, Remilia was definitely not... Remilia's definitely not an easy one either. Especially well, she's stage 6, so of course she's not going to be easy. But... Remilia does have a right to be batshit bonkers because of the ability to manipulate fate. I don't think I can run into another ability that's really strong as that. To me, that just seems really broken. I don't think Remilia should be able to be beaten, considering. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my opinion, but I don't think Remilia has a right to lose. She's spoiled, sure, she's a kind of a brat, yeah, she's little, she's a vampire, yeah. Some fans hate her because she's a small, spoiled, annoying brat, but you gotta think of who she is. She's practically Dracula of the Touhou series. And being so, she's not one to mess with. She's not... And her ability to manipulate fate. She manipulates fate. She's a vampire. She has all these powers. And even if she is practically the Dracula of Touhou, she does not die in sunlight. She's not your typical vampire. She is... I don't know. Oh god, you know what I just noticed here? In my screen here, when she portrait lights up, that just reminds me, she's sparkly. Kinda. She's bright at least. I don't think she's sparkly, I guess, but she is bright, and that just makes me think, ugh. Still a better love story than Twilight. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Remilia herself. Remilia is definitely not one to mess with. Not one to take lightly either. As a boss, as a character, anything. I don't care if anybody thinks she's spoiled, she's kind of a brat. I don't care. To me, she is definitely one of the characters you cannot mess with. You cannot. You will be asking for a death sentence, pretty much. In fact, does anybody here, except for you, Cal, I don't want you to answer this one, has anybody here actually even tried and beat her on Lunatic and not considered it luck? Like, can anyone actually consistently beat her on Lunatic? Like, I don't think even people from Japan can beat her on a common basis. Like, I'm not saying she's the hardest boss ever, or not the hardest boss in Touhou. The hardest boss in Touhou. Am I even speaking English here? Blah! Blah. But, I mean, like, she is not one to take lightly. She is not... She's the head of the Scarlet Dimension for a reason. She is strong, she is powerful, she is... Like, she knows what she's doing. She's a spoiled brat, but she knows what she's doing. But that's not to consist of her sister, though. I guess we'll... should we even talk? Yeah, I guess we should, since I've already recorded and uploaded a thing for her. Especially considering her sister, Flandre. Flandre's all power, but she's like chaotic power, and she has no control over it. So, in a sense, she's weaker than Remilia. And that's understandable. If Flandre learned some control over her power, I think she would definitely be a very, very, very strong individual. But as she is, she's just flat out strong, and not one to play with. But if she were to ever actually have control of her powers, you're gonna die. No one's gonna live. No one's gonna live. Another fun fact here, though. When I was fighting Remilia here for the first time, the audio for this fight didn't work. So I actually had to, so what I did when I did this battle was actually I played the Golden City Factory version of this song, and I think there's a number of them, yes, but there is one version I played that was like, oh yeah, this works. This song definitely works. This version of the song definitely works. But yeah, I had to use a song on Windows Media Player while playing through this stage, this boss fight, just so I can have the feel of, like, it's an epic boss fight you have to win. The intensity of this fight, though, was really high. And I was like, okay, just live. And what was the end result of this? I had 0 lives. And I had 0 bombs. All that just so I can beat Amelia Scarlet. Am I sad that I lost him? Yes. Do I regret it? Hell no. As long as Amelia died and lost, I won. I don't care. I won that one. But either way, that was a hard playthrough of Touhou 6. And again, another thing I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna go ahead and just play through the other spell cards here.